fact your age. Ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49'ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At their own 24-yard line. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw left side complete. That's James. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
The first carry here for Jordan James.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Niners at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now 2nd and 3.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up? Here we go. Come on, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Now a run. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together.
60 Bobcats, ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
70 Rangers, 70 Cardinal, 8. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Cowboy 80. Go street. Go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their mobile, agile quarterback keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Santos able to take on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Get set. Get set. 18. What's up? Get. Watch the line. Watch the bullet. Watch the bullet.
Purdy. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
James. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Now Purdy. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Hot.
On first down, it's James. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Right now, boys.
Purdy from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. This from 32 yards away. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st down, Seattle.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Kenneth Walker, his target, out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready.
So
Break.
now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Come on. Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing here, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker the 3rd.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70, s5w12. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. He probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
Ready. 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready. Cougar 19 Cardinals. 10 for 11. 10 for 11.
Back to throw here. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now back to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
49ers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Watch out! Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This is 2nd and 8.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Yellow. Right around, up. Yellow.
shotgun now with Purdy.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Yellow. Let's get two. Let's go. Motion.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Let's go. 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 70.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
They'll drop the throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Hit. Hurt. Ready. They'll
take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got Brown on the out route complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
70-7 Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
First and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31. Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, 49ers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line. The
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Get set, get set.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Mustang 19, Charger, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and a couple.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? Cougar 19. Cougar 19.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5. Walker with another carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
Now quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the air.
30 now to throw off the play action. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Street. 60 Bison.
They'll set up to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and 5.
Warriors 70. Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. Let's go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Dixon, the kickoff for
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Get set. Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get it. Get it.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Now he's free at the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Michael Dixon.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
2, 7, ready.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
First down, Seattle.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Get set. Get set.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Okay, ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 2. And Walker once more. Fights off the defender. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I think in normal situations, most play calls would probably shelve that play. In this situation, but down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Now 2nd and 9. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Cougar 19. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Watch your keep.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one